Oh God, I just looked at this. Oh God.
What?
I just looked at the topic list.
It's a schmozzle of garbage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's shitloads of garbage. We have Hooters files for bankruptcy.
Where I was gonna say, where does this list starts exactly?
Oh, it starts on March 31st, and I didn't post topic list start. And then you posted like a cat, and then it just went downhill from there. Because there's me like talking about the Switch 2, and it's like, oh fuck, world looks awesome. Good game for my dad. Xbox Party Chat. Wow, the 360 was ahead of its time. I can't wait for the 9 Susei. Joy-Con 2 feels unnecessary, feels like an unnecessary upgrade, but improved speakers, upgraded screen, better stand, additional USB-C port are definitely welcome. Improvements, yay, 4K. Why did the Switch not come with a fan? And then it's $700 for a Switch, which I have to add.
Yeah.
I actually have to look this up because I'm pretty sure the original Switch launched at like $400.
Yeah. Like, here's the like for price relative to what the consoles have been coming out to with inflation. They've all been kind of coming out that $400-$500 range.
Yeah,
kinda.
it's a 400. It's well, the Xbox One and the PS5 were $600.
Yeah.
Canadian or USD. And then I guess we're talking about the Switch 2. So hello everyone, welcome to the Black My Games podcast. You can joining me this week is Josh.
Like always.
Yeah. Nobody else.
Like always.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit after I did something that Josh is going to be like, why did you do that?
What?
You cringe
Why?
fuck. Yeah. We're talking about the Switch 2.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you were talking about all the features, and then I said $700 for a Switch. Yeah, no.
So here's my thing: is like it's 700 Canadian.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't want to say ridiculous.
I mean, we're getting to the point of like, do you want these cool things? You have to pay $1,000.
Do you want an Xbox? It's going to cost you $850, but it comes with 2 terabyte drive.
Like, sure, all the whistles are great and all the features are awesome, but it's like that entry point is so absurd. And not only that, let's say someone's getting in there fresh. Do you have to buy a game?
Yeah, I would like to think single-handedly thank NVIDIA for ruining PC gaming.
Yeah.
PC gaming used to be very affordable to play.
It used to be.
It used to be. Now it's like, now to get a new PC, it's like
$3,000, please.
$3,000.
Before it was like, yeah, you can do it $2,000.
Yeah, $2,000. You would have top line rig. It would be pretty good, and it was always really relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Now it's like $3,000, and it's like that's not even top of the line. That's like low end.
Yep.
And I know, like I started by saying like, oh man, I would like to single-handedly thank NVIDIA for this, but like the truth of the fact is like, yeah, it's kind of NVIDIA's fault, and NVIDIA kind of fucked up, and a lot of the shit it's NVIDIA's fault.
Well, maybe when the stock market keeps going lower and lower, the prices of computers get cheaper.
The problem is, if we want to talk about that like very briefly, we're in the correction now. The stock market is literally correcting because for actual years, GDP, the definition of recession has been GDP declines. And for Canada, we have been in a declining GDP year over year repeatedly. So we've been in a recession for about 10 years. I would like to say I don't actually have the numbers, so I'm just saying this off the top of my head. I could be 100% wrong. And the same thing in the States is like they had a decline year, quarter over quarter, in 2022 and 2023 and 2000, and like the only 2 years they didn't have the decline was in 2021 and 2024. So it's right now their market's basically like crashing, but it's like it's crashing and it's also correcting, and it's also linking back up to where people are in the economy. If that's a good thing, that's going to be fine. It's going to be a generation of shit, and you're going to end up with like, hey, things are expensive, but hopefully everything kind of starts going in line.
I have a feeling, hey, things are, you're going to have a generation
Things
of
are going to
things
get worse.
Things are going to get crazy expensive and worse, and we're going to see like people from YouTube or TikTok go, here's what you could do for free, and like all this dumb shit of like, go to the park and try not to think suicide. Like,
yeah.
Like
well, it's like it's really funny because like they're like, people who are like, oh well, like, you know, what are things that you can do for cheap? And it's like, well, I can just play my Switch right now, and I can play the games on it.
Or hell, go to eBay and just scour for something that's remotely a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like modern, like the thing is like I'm not going to sit here and say that the Switch 2 is a bad console for $700 because I haven't played it. I'm going to say that the thing that made the Switch special was like, it was fine. It was a good console. It was really good. It was fantastic. It's one of the, I don't want to say it's the best console I own, but it's the console I definitely have played the most on. World looks fucking amazing. Like genuinely fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like when you play Mario Kart 8, it feels when they ported Mario Kart 8 to the Switch, it's like, oh, you ran out of ideas, and now you see like, oh, okay, you actually. This is again Nintendo taking an idea from a Western developer and perfecting it, like they did with Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft open world games.
I mean, the like, yeah, they start finally realizing, hey, maybe we should go open world with this.
Yeah. And that's really exciting. And then you have genuine improvements with the console. Like they're like, oh, we added a fan to the Switch 2 dock. And it's like, okay, why did the Switch 1 not have a fan on it? And it's like, don't worry about it. And it's like, okay. Is the console just literally going to be better? And they're like, yep. And then you have literal fuck ups. With the price, we talked a little bit about that. It's like $700. But you have, but then you have like stuff where it's like, oh, we have game share. And you're like, okay, that seems really cool. And it's like, oh yeah, if you have a console, you can share the games with your friends, and you have virtual game cards. And then now Nintendo has basically single-handedly apparently killed physical media too, which is especially concerning as somebody who's like, okay, so basically how it works is like when you input the Switch 2 into your console, the game card, which is red, it downloads if the entire game is not going to be on the Switch 2, but it's going to go into more of a Microsoft thing where it starts downloading the actual game itself. And it's like, okay, no, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. Please don't do that. That's really bad. Because I would like to have my old game collection. That's really important. And they're like, nope, like this is what we're doing. And it's like, okay, wow. I don't know how I don't really know how to feel about this. This is not good. The other thing is like, okay, Josh, what's your opinion on the Switch? Or two?
I mean, so
before I rant. I rant.
Yeah, before you go off the deep end, like the Switch 2, like, okay, all those little features it has, cool. All the little things about it, neat. Mm-hmm. New games coming out for it, like, they all look great. Although a lot of people hypothesize why it's such a high price point, and also it's getting delayed.
Now it's delayed.
And now it's delayed. They all blame the fucking tariffs.
So here's the thing: is like it's really hilarious to me that like people immediately are like, Nintendo comes out and goes, "It's the tariffs."
Yeah,
and then people are like, oh, like my game console is, and it's like, bro. I encourage you to look at. You were complaining about the price, and 2 months ago, 2 years ago, you're the same person who was saying, yeah, it's completely fine that Sony raised the price of the PS5. It's like, no. Yeah, I get that you're upset, but like, no, like, don't bitch about Nintendo being like, we raised the price on our brand new console that's brand new and very expensive. Mm-hmm. And then we delay the console because it's, and then we also have a tariff, and because of the tariffs, it's more expensive. And it's like, okay, that's expected. At least they're coming out and explaining why. They're not just doing like a Sony and being like, we raised the console price. Why?
So our customers like it more. What?
Because we can.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was pretty much what Sony said.
Yeah.
Was they were like, because we can. And it's like, I don't want to be that guy, but I have gotten more value on my Xbox Series X and Game Pass than the PS4. But yeah, continue.
Well, again, it being crazy expensive is because tariffs, so it's the reason why all those other things are happening. And of course, when they were making this console, they're probably thinking, oh yeah, this will be a 450 console, or hell, not even on 450, maybe it was going to be 350. And they're like, yeah, we could totally make this for 350, no problem. And then all this bullshit happens, and they're like,
no. I highly doubt that I highly doubt the Switch 2 was ever less than $400.
Here's the funny thing. You say that, and then you look over in Japan, and they're listing it for 350.
Oh.
So you say that again, and I'm like, nah, that can't be true at all, because they're selling a Japan-only version for 350.
Oh, okay, then yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
So it's like they totally did not predict all the dumb bullshit was going to happen.
So what probably happened was they were like it's going to be 350 in the United States. Yeah, that's so great. And then then also they saw the Orange Man get in. They were like,
oh no,
erase a number 4.
Like, I swear, they started ever since Orange Man got in, they're like, and they're noticing all the dumb shit happening. It's like, oh, fuck us. Like, come on.
Here's the thing is like Catch-22, right? It's like, whatever. Like, it's a country outside my control. The thing that I'm like, as a Canadian, I am more pissed off at my government, because it's like, okay, so we don't have tariffs on Japan.
Nope.
And I understand that and usually, like, the thing that's really great about like Canada and stuff like that is that we have a port city.
Yep.
Called Vancouver.
Yep.
Why is it $700 in America, in Canada, and $450 in America?
Yep.
And it's like, it's like, well, why? And it's like,
I am actually super tempted just to like get a Japanese console, even though it's region locked to shit, and go, all right, I'll force myself to learn Japanese. Like,
it's the answer is like, hey man, like what the fuck ever.
like it's so asinine. I hate it.
Well, that's not even the most asinine part. The asinine part is, so during that presentation, they did like some things that were like really questionable. They were like, we did a bunch of like crazy things with like our console, and it's like, okay, we have Xbox Live voice chat now, and it's like, okay, is Nintendo Online actually going to be good? Yeah, okay. Did Microsoft basically fucking help you guys? Because that's the only way that this is going to be good. Because it's unlikely that Sony's going to help you guys. Sony's like basically saying, they're being like, we're elegant gaming. We're so much better than you. And it's like, okay, Microsoft helps everybody. Microsoft cares about gaming. Microsoft's probably giving them like Azure fucking for free, most likely. Or they're paying for Azure, and Microsoft's probably helping them a little bit with this stuff. But like, the thing that pisses me off more is that they're like, so when the Switch 2 got announced, they basically said that there's going to be some games that are not compatible with the Switch 2. And me, being me, I was like, oh, those are going to be like the peripheral games, stuff like Labo and Ring Fit and stuff like that.
Although the mouse idea on the controllers was interesting.
Yeah, and then Nintendo looks really bad in this situation that I'm going to explain. So Nintendo then goes, well, actually, no. Most of your Switch library is compatible with the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's good to know. That's really awesome to know. And then they say,
only most.
And then they say, and so everybody assumed it was this. And then they say, now we know what that actually means. So it's like, they're like, we have a bunch of games that are brand new that we have done upgrades for. And it's like, okay, like, what does that mean? And they're like, well, we upgraded Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And it's like, okay, because it has massive performance issues. Cool. Like, that's really good for you. I'm not going to yell at you for that. We added in a bunch of features to Breath of the Wild 2 or Breath of the Wild 1. And we're like, okay, cool. You didn't need to do that, but cool. And then they're like, for Breath of the Wild 2, we added those same features. We ported them over. And it's like, okay, you're reconfirming like my biggest critique of Breath of the Wild. Or what is it? The new one. It's not Breath of the Wild 2. I actually forget the name.
Breath of the Wild 1? Tears of the Kingdom?
No. Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tears of the Kingdom, it's like confirming all my issues. All of the critiques that I've heard about Tears of the Kingdom, and then you're like, okay, well, fuck, damn it, that's cool, and then like, by the way, those two games are not compatible. Oh, by the way, the console, the feature that makes the console like the game that like should be a pack-in with your game console, similar to Astrobot, we're charging money for that.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And it's like, okay.
Well, here was the funny thing is like the Wii, they had that pack-in game to go free with it, with which the Wii Sports.
Yeah,
which actually Reggie was like up and down. They were swearing up and down, "Hey, you should really put this as a pack-in for free, showcasing all the things you could do with the console, because it'd be a wonderful thing to put in with the console." And of course, what was it? Miyamoto was like, no, why would we put all this creative effort into something we won't throw in for free? And it's like, you don't get it though. You don't get it.
So here's the thing, like I'm learning is that without Reggie Fils-Aimé there,
yeah,
the game console is worse.
I don't think it's worse. I just think that without some sort of light to someone to shine light on, no, you don't get it. Your head's up your own ass. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like okay. So here's the two games that here's 4 games that we physically made.
Yeah. Which
are Super Mario Party Jamboree, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is the game of the Switch.
Yep.
It's that is a game of the Switch. That is there. You have the Switch 2 has such a good library that it's kind of hard to go it's this game. No, it's really kind of difficult, but it's for me, it's Breath of the Wild. That is the game of the Switch. Tears of the Kingdom, whatever bullshit. Don't care. Breath of the Wild's better.
Whatever bullshit. I don't know.
And then they're Kirby Forgotten Land, which is Kirby Vor Edition.
Yep. You like your Vor. I heard you like your Vor.
And so those 4 games, by the way, yeah, they're by the way, those 4 games, I just want you to know that in order to play them on the Switch 2, you have to upgrade. You have to upgrade to a Switch 2 version. Is that upgrade free? No, it costs money.
Here's the funny thing too, is that let's say you bought the console version of the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So you got the console Switch 2 version for your Switch 2, and you apparently, from what I've been reading, it's a Switch 1 cart with a pass.
Yeah.
So it's oh, all right, I see what we're doing here.
So I spent $80 on the game because games in Canada cost $80.
Yeah.
And they're people were and it's okay, well, I would want to play Tears of the Kingdom on my Switch too. Absolutely. And I was thinking about this, I'll get a new job and I'll think about it and I'll wait a little bit until more stuff comes out of it. And then I'll buy it and then I'll talk to people and we'll do a game night or something like that. And that will be what we do. Now it's okay, in order to actually play my complete library, I have to spend more money to play my complete library on my Switch 2. And it's man, this is literal bullshit.
Yep.
This is completely insane. And then on top of that, you're oh, the console's really expensive, but in Canada, but it's also okay, well, hold on here. Stuff's not making sense here. You're double dipping at some point. You're just going for money at this point. There's something fundamentally wrong when I would say 3 of the top games on Switch 2 are literally, not trying to be a dick, not playable as a part of that backwards compatibility ladder. And does that mean that Nintendo is going to suddenly be Metroid Dread, that game, it's no longer backwards compatible? There are fundamental questions I have for this console. And it's why can't you just you already have one of your biggest competitions is Microsoft.
Yep.
And mind you, Microsoft's not doing too hot in the console wars. They're basically being oh yes, you can play on their Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and we're really fucking crazy and stuff like that.
Right.
And Like Microsoft goes, yeah, every game on Xbox One and Xbox 360 is backwards compatible. No questions.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the Xbox 360, some of the Xbox One games are literally playable on Xbox One. Or Xbox Series X games playable on Xbox One.
Or hell, the Xbone console is so good at backwards compatibility, it could do it with almost anything.
Pretty much.
Like, it's really like freaking good console for doing backwards compatibility.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
and it's just like
yeah. It just makes you go.
Yeah. Like pretty much. Like it's hard not to be insulted when that's the bullshit that you're getting.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have to move on to another topic because I can't be
going off on Nintendo constantly.
I mean, dunking on Sony is easy because Sony fanboys just make it easy. But
I mean, you can dunk on a lot of things in the video game industry very easily. That hoop is very low.
Yeah, but like this is like okay, like the person who, you know, Nintendo hasn't really made a bad game console. Well, that's not true. They've made they've done this thing every single time where they're like, we hit gold and then we release crap.
We hit gold.
Release crap. And it's like, man, I just want the Switch to be a good console that I can play. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Mm-hmm. To
I
don't know. What's the next thing on the this shit show that is the list?
Well, we literally skipped over Children of Light. That game company made a game. It's an MMO called Children of Light. You play as a kid who basically falls from the sky and lands in a place. You have to remove darkness.
Oh.
It's
an MMO.
It's literally a live action game.
Huh.
That game is so that game company has like a really interesting, like, positive vibe. Like, they're not very heavy violent. They don't really cater to like violence and rage and anger, I don't think.
Uh-huh.
Just looking at like kind of like they're very artistic in terms of like kind of how they do things. And like I'm just looking over like their releases and stuff like that. They're Southern California students founded independent video game developer 2015, 18 years ago. Okay. They did Flow, Flower, Journey, and Sky Children of Light.
Oh. I'm familiar with these titles.
Yeah. So Flow is like a very interesting game. Very good. Very well regarded. Journey is like when people talk about the PS3, very good game. People really like it. It's a very good console. Everybody kind of was like, hey, this is really interesting. Journey is like the title that they put on the map. It was a very artistic experience, I want to say. And very interesting. I found out, it's on Windows. Oh, I should buy it. I've never played Journey before. But it's a very interesting video game. A lot of people like it a lot. And then you have Sky Children Light, which is the newest one, which is, I don't want to say anything about it. I've just literally started playing it. I like it. It's fun. It's a good game. it's interesting.
Huh. All right. I mean, I have tried the other titles they have made, and they're all very artsy and such. So
Yeah, this game's very artsy,
yeah,
but it's artsy in a way where it's like most artsy games like I bounce off of because they're like, oh, like don't you want to be smacked in the face of like this beautiful visual and then being told that like modern art bullshit, and it's like, no, I don't. I actually hate that shit. And they're like, but you want that to happen, right? And I'm like, no. Are you sure? I'm positive. I don't want to do this right now. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about artsy bullshit. Okay, whatever. Moving on. I don't care. So that's been like what I've been like kind of like feeling about this game, and this game's like very colorful, very artsy, and it's artsy in a good way. And it's like the little bit I played of it, like the first thing I did was like I literally played the game, and it gets you. It's like you play it, and it's like it just boots up and it starts running, and it's very nice and very simple and very positive, and it's like, okay, I feel really happy and feel really good about this game, and I'm feeling really happy about like where it's going. And then all of a sudden you're like, I remember like I was like, oh, I'll play this before something, and I hit start, and I was like, oh, they do have a shop in here, and there's a shop in here. So I like checked out the shop and stuff like that, and it's just not in your face. Very subtly there. It's just there. It's very nice. Very good game. I'm gonna play probably more of it. I have a lot of games to play through now. So yeah. Yeah.
Just breaking news.
Oh no.
A friend of mine let me know that that there's a concert coming by in Edmonton. Korn, which is pretty awesome. The only thing that sucks is the cheapest ticket you're going to get is $140 or $184 ticket, which I guess is kind of cheaper compared to like Metallica and stuff, but still.
The Iron Maiden ticket at Rogers Place was $100.
That's still, man, that's actually better. I was like, oh,
that I paid for, I might add.
Yeah.
And then I gave you the ticket to hang out with my coworker.
Oh boy.
And my coworker was sitting next to you. So he sent me a message recently. He was like, hey, were you at the Iron Maiden concert? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, did you have like, and he described your outfit, and I'm like, no, not even close. He's like, where were you? And I'm like, oh, I accidentally gave him the wrong ticket.
Yeah, like here, the funny thing is that as I'm remembering about where I sat, I think I just like mixed up the numbers and just sat in the wrong spot. So
yeah,
that's probably what happened, really.
Yeah, but yeah. So like, anyways, like That's fucking sucks, man. That fucking sucks. So Canada right now, to explain to people, Canada right now is basically like, hey, like our economy is basically in the gutter. The Canadian dollar, like nobody has faith in. And if you're Canadian, you're like, I hate it.
Better go back to the farm.
Yeah, basically, it's like it feels like that. And so you have a lot of us who are like sitting there and we're like, oh man, like, what's going on? Like, are you being really upset and stuff like that? And it's like, yeah, kind of. Like, it sucks being here. And you're like, it's like, okay, it really sucks being here because the fucking dollars and the shit. And there's not a whole lot we can do, but we can sit there and we can be like, well, I don't understand what the solution is. And it's like, okay, like everything sucks. The country's going down the toilet. and somehow we're trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. That's the Korn concert.
That's about right.
Shall Josh, you take a topic and then we can talk about or do you want to talk about Billy Mitchell or Hooters closing? Because I think you posted the topic.
I did. I just got to quickly go back and actually look at my topic.
It's Fatal Fury X. They added some guy.
So, yes, you and like 80 to 90% of people went, who in the fuck is this weird European EDM artist in my fucking fighting video game? Why is he there? And
because he's a weird European EDM artist.
So he is a weird EDM European artist. So his name is Salvador Ganacci. Ganacci. And
Ganacci?
It's Ganacci. I thought there was a U, but no. So Salvador Ganacci is a EDM artist from Europe, and he's weird. He's like on the level of like Little Big of weirdness, and like other like Tommy Cash and like other weird European music that is like, it's actually very good. The artists I mentioned, very good. I like them.
I heard you say Tommy Cash and I thought you said Johnny Cash and I was about to give you shit.
No, see, that's the thing. Tommy Cash is another like from Scandinavia or something, like somewhere far European, and he does some really good stuff too. Like, you just gotta, again, all the stuff is like good, catchy, like in their music videos really stand out, and they're like not a bit, and like again, they're great. And Salvador, like he is also one of the weirdest, and like his videos also have like a bunch of like comedy to them, and like it's just like his personality kind of showing through all of his videos whenever he does something. And the reason, and so seeing this announcement that another real person is in a fighting game, he's actually the second real guy in an SNK game. So you know what? Who's the other real guy in the SNK game?
Terry Bogard.
No, Terry Bogard is not real. Want to try again? It's a soccer player.
Messi?
Messi's in the fucking game.
Wait, hold on. I was like, no, that's fucking no.
Hold on. I'll get the reveal trailer, because it's just as kind of stupid as it is like. That's just a guy kicking a soccer ball at fighting characters really hard. And like, yeah, the announcement for the first one was like, who is this guy? Like, sure, it's a soccer player and he's probably super famous, but like, who is this fucking guy? But as soon as you type in his name into Google, it also pops up with the rest, and like, oh, he's a bad person. He's in a fighting game.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like literally on the Super Beast cast, they're talking about the two characters that got announced, and so the first one, they're like, why did this convicted rapist get fucking into a video game? It's like, why? And then Salvador is in the video game, or Salvatore is in the game, and they're like, who the hell is this guy? And I'm like, and like the funny thing is, it's like, yeah, I agree. He's probably
the greatest soccer player ever made. Josh, convicted rapist.
Hold on, I gotta get the name of the actual soccer player, because now it's driving me nuts.
Oh, so it's not Messi.
Oh, not Messi.
Because I was like,
okay.
I was like, hold on here. Fatal Fury, soccer player, City of Wolves,
Cristiano Rolando.
Oh, is he He's a rapist?
Apparently. If you Google his name, and nothing good shows up.
Confirmed. Okay. Hold on. Let me look it up. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano, honest views of whether Lionel Messi has settled. Cristiano reflects on the 1,000 career goal. Cristiano Ronaldo. So mine's completely different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine's like, hey, like all the soccer bullshit.
Hey, you know what?
Fucking
this guy.
Fucking algorithms, dude.
You know, this guy's peachy, nothing but peachy.
Nothing but peachy. Oh my god. Hold on. Look. I went to his Wikipedia. Rape. That's what we're doing. We're going to check rape. Rape. In 2005, Ronaldo and another man were investigated by the British Crown. Prosecutors said 2005 rape allegations was brought forward by two women. In 2017, Ronaldo was being investigated by Las Vegas Police Department for allegations by a woman that he raped her in 2009.
Yup. And
in June 2020, a rape lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice.
And another part of it was like he paid him off.
It doesn't say that here.
Oh, it's part of it.
Same woman in 2018 filed a civil lawsuit in Nevada accusing Ronaldo of rape. Daily Mail cite court documents in 2021 that the woman sought $56 million in damages from Ronaldo. Yeah, I don't care.
So it's like, okay, I get it. You want to try to get more people into the fighting game. And I get it. You try to want to, oh, these people are very popular. Why not shove them in? But here's the funny thing about that. It's that, well,
it pisses off people like you, right?
Oh, yeah, because it's like there could be better people to shove in, like, Duck. Duck was the original, I'm going to kill you with breakdancing guy. And Salvatore, cool as he is, and I know him, and I go, oh, this is totally up Salvatore's alley of being weird and being in a video game. Why not? Because I'm pretty sure even Salvatore is into video games. Yeah. So seeing him in a video game is like, oh, this is actually super neat. I think this is pretty rad. I think they did a good job, like, showing off, like, what weird things he can do. And, but the thing about it is that, like, but you have another character in your universe that fits better than probably Salvatore. And it's like,
well, it's not only that. It's like you're constantly telling people that like there's better ways in order to get like people into fighting games.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like every single time it's like, oh, well, like every single time this comes up with the fighting game community, it's always the same thing where they're always like, why are people not into fighting games? And it's like, there's like a myriad of reasons. Like, we can talk about the myriad of reasons. It's not just one issue. It's like 260,000. It's stuff like where it's like, man, I want to play with my friends. I'm going to bring them a fight stick to my buddy's house.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, it depends on what you're into.
Yeah. It's like, man, and it's like, you need people who are like into fighting games in order to get into fighting games. And it's like, as somebody who is a gamer and likes fighting games, it's like kind of hard for people to go like, oh man, I'm really into fighting games. You should play fighting games with me. And then they get smashed repeatedly over and over and over again. It's like, okay, like maybe we take a step back and look in the mirror and ask ourselves, is there something better that we could be doing than this? That said, like this is like a Hail Mary where they're like, hey, we're going to try this out and see what happens.
I mean, you don't want to know the real truth why a rapist soccer player and a weird DJ is in a SNK fighting game?
Because the soccer player is popular and the DJ's cool.
Everyone's kind of pointing towards that. Who's flipping the bill for the video game? Well, it's the Saudis. The Saudis are flipping the bill. So you know what the
Yeah.
Saudis want? Weird shit. And what they like. And they like soccer. And they like Salvatore, apparently. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
the more I dig into the Salvatore thing and of like why he's in there, it turns out that he's just BFFs with the Saudis, apparently. Like, weird as that is.
Which, like, that's been the thing that, like, has been happening for years, is like the Saudi Arabian government has been basically funding video games for years.
Yeah.
So, like, this isn't new. And it's like they're saying that people are like the fact that, like, you're telling me, like, oh, well, this happened. I'm like, okay.
At the end of the day, I agree. It's just like, yeah.
Are they actually going to start funding video games again? Because, man, that was really great when they were funding video games.
I mean, apparently they like SNK more, so they're gonna put fuel to the fire for that.
Well, like, the thing, okay, so, like, when I say by, like, fund video games, is like the Saudi Arabia government, when they funded video games, like, they funded basically Embracer. They were basically, like, funding Embracer. And that's the reason, like, when Embracer layoff kind of happened, all of the Embracer shit hit the fan, everyone got, like, fucking let go, and all this bullshit kind of happened. That was all because of the Saudi government basically pulling out. That was basically the kick in the plan that basically kicked everything into overdrive.
Right.
The thing that's been happening since is, like, you have DEI programs and companies getting paid money in order to do DEI programs, and they would receive money based on these DEI programs. Well, that money is drying up now because of Trump. So you have a lot of, so it's like, oh, okay, like, the thing that kicks this off is the Saudi government, and then the thing that kind of kills it and that prolongs this crash and causes all of these issues is, like, is the lack of funding from Americans. Great.
Yeah.
This is all fucking amazing. So it makes sense. Like, if the Saudis are getting back in, that means that they're more comfortable with the industry now. But the fact that, like, they're funding Japanese studios is also kind of questionable, because it's like, that could change in, like, a second, and then this Japanese are in the same situation that most of the American companies are in. But the Japanese devs have also, like, been consistently producing decent games. So
Yeah.
that's me.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think other than, you know, the reasons or, you know, people not knowing who the hell these people are or whatever, at the very least, they kind of look somewhat interesting that they're in, like, soccer guy that kicks soccer ball real well and does spin kicks and does a bunch of soccer things. I'm like, sure, whatever. But I mean, Salvatore at least is really cool and interesting as a fighting game character.
It's a new thing that, like, I'm sure that one of us is going to be really excited about.
Yes.
And the other person is going to be going, okay.
He's going, all right. It's just some dude in a jumpsuit. All right. Or some Russian jumpsuit. Yeah.
Oh, man, this is somebody doing something unique. Cool. That's interesting.
Although I do want to say that Salvatore's finishing move is that it's a reference to one of his music videos where the entire music video is about these people kind of punching and kicking and slamming a door or basically like hitting the head of these random animals of their, like, zebras and lions and stuff, and they're all punching them or, like, hitting a door on their head or something into the beat of this music. And then Salvatore comes up and he just starts doing the same thing to the humans that are hurting the animals. So he's punching and he's slamming a door and he's kicking and all to the rhythm to the beat. And
that sounds like something that, like, yeah.
So his finishing move is just a reference to that. It's him just doing jabs to the face of whatever fighter he's fighting, and he's jabbing to the beat of the rhythm. I'm like, that's real funny. That's real funny. But it's also super stupid, but funny.
Yeah. Billy Mitchell.
Oh, cheater, Billy Mitchell. No.
Well, yes.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Don't say that.
Oh no, bit cheater Billy Mitchell. Oh no.
Don't say that, Josh.
Oh no,
Josh, I don't want you getting sued.
Chili beater, cheaty Billy Mitchell.
I like how. Okay, well, actually, the story is actually very interesting. So, Billy Mitchell won his court case against Carl Jobist, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Basically, what ended up happening was Billy Mitchell basically beat him. It's hilarious. Basically, what happened is Billy Mitchell won. He got $250,000. This has done a lot of damage to Billy Mitchell's personal career and everything like that.
Yeah.
Basically, he was ordered to pay $23,000 in damages for false claims made in a YouTube video linked to Mitchell to the suicide of another YouTuber. The court found that Jobs' statements were defamation and cause for significant harm to Mitchell's reputation, which they were.
Huh.
And it's like, yeah, whatever. Like, Billy Mitchell's a interesting guy, kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's kind of a piece of shit. But
like,
at the same time, it's like, did you have to go this far?
I mean, he did and he didn't. The truth of the fact is like, if you ever want to see Billy Mitchell like as a human being, or as like, if you ever want to see like the greatest video that shows Billy Mitchell, watch King of Kong.
Yep.
Yeah, those two are very good. And like, one of the things that's revealed in King of Kong was Billy Mitchell was always the record holder for King of Kong.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is like, there's a video where like it's obvious that Billy Mitchell's not the cleanest person in the world. He's kind of a douchebag and stuff like that. But that record that he originally set in like, I think it was like 96, 94 or something like that, something crazy, when he was ridiculously young, stood for like 20 years, and then it was beaten, and then he cheated in order to actually win using an emulator. That was the allegation.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that like, Billy Mitchell. Yeah. The fact of the matter is at the end of the day, Billy Mitchell is not the most clean person in the world, but some people deserve the benefit of the doubt, I guess. And, when you go too far, you go too far.
Yeah. Like, I mean, so in Billy Mitchell's case, it's like, okay, so you cheated just trying to keep a title, and like, and it's like, yeah, that's not gonna go very well.
Yeah, that was entirely the issue.
Yeah, that was entirely the issue. But at the same time, for the Carl Jobist side of the whole thing, is like, okay, so you want to point out he's a cheater, and then maybe you get sued by said guy, sure. But then everything else about it is like, holy shit, why?
It's the problem is like, the literal issue is like, oh, you harass somebody.
Yeah.
It's like that is the issue of like, oh, you're harassing somebody, and then you're making defamation comments that are like, and it's like there's an interesting case, because like, here's the thing, is like, the fact that this took place in Australia and not the United States. Because if it took place in the United States and Billy Mitchell won, that would be significant. But at that point, the YouTuber could also say like, I'm a member of the media, blah, 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 blah. Bob's your uncle. Move on.
The only thing that sucks is that I know I used to watch a bunch of his videos, and all I can hear is that hello, you legends, and I'm like, and now I'm like, oh, I'm not a legend. No, I'm not a legend at all. This is a sham.
No, not even. Nah, shut up.
This is a sham.
What else is a sham is Trench Crusade.
Oh God!
Keeps killing itself.
Keeps killing itself over and over.
So Josh, you know Trench Crusade, right?
I think. What is it?
It's the latest hip grimdark reality created by a bunch of awesome people who made amazing artwork. It is basically metal of fucking incarnate. It's black metal.
Okay.
Basically, Templars in the early 1600s got corrupted by hell, opened a portal to hell. All hell broke loose on Earth, and now it's World War I with demons. That's literally. If you look at, I can show you Trench Crusade art. Trench Crusade. Yeah, I will send this to you. We've talked about it before and stuff like that. It looks really fucking cool. It's interesting as fuck. They recently released their map, and they're like, the universe is so bad and terrible, and then you look at the map and you're like, actually I could probably like live in this world. It's actually probably really fine. Okay, and it seems like humanity's kind of winning. I don't know what's going on here.
It feels like they're actually turning things around.
Seems like people are actually winning, and they're like yeah. Don't worry. Things are looking up. Things are good. Things are going okay. And then and then you see the bullshit with this, and it's like, okay. Who are you emphasizing with? Who's the good guys in this situation? I have to ask. Because it seems like as if you're defending the demons a little bit and saying like everybody's winning. So then people started going defending demons online on Twitter and X. And It's like I never thought I would see the day where people were defending demons online.
Are they hot looking at the very least?
No, they're not.
God damn it.
See, if somebody was like, it's like, hey, you can defend demons, but they're basically like the Miro succubus that everybody is like, oh, super hot, sexy, wonderful. She's evil.
They're not even getting tempted by the sexy looks. God damn it.
Yeah. Or the Helltaker demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, No, instead they're like, no, it's the demons who are like, oh, we're gonna like fucking take your corpse and rape it like 50 times. And then we're gonna carve runes on you. And then we're gonna be like, revive you. And then we're gonna be like, while you're screaming in agony, we're gonna be like, okay, see that guy over there? Yeah, go fucking chase him. And what if I don't? You will fucking feel eternal torment. Oh God. Those are the demons that they're defending. It's like, okay, so like, it's like the Doom 2016 demons where they're like, oh, you know, how to die properly to, what was it? How to die properly to an imp? Yeah, it's that.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's how you die properly to an imp, and here's how you become a revenant. We're going to have the revenant program. It's like, okay. Whatever. So, yeah, and then to follow up on this, like literally on top of that, I was like, oh, nothing bad. I'm not going to see like anything interesting. And then literally that same day I saw like the United Nations or Netflix released the trailer for Devil May Cry, and literally America launches a Invasion of Hell.
Oh yeah. With the I saw that clip, and I'm like, oh, the demons were just chilling, and we invaded hell.
Yeah, and it's like okay, I don't want to be that guy, but it's like, no, I don't know. Let's not do this. Let's stop doing this. Let's stop acting like as if this is important. And then, like, and then I saw the other thing that like happened afterwards, and I was just like, well, I am not having a fun day. I will say that much. Mm-hmm. I just don't know anymore. I don't know. I can't.
I just can't.
Yeah, I just can't.
Maybe I can, but I can't.
I can, but I can't, and I'm not going to. And
I don't wanna.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe
it's like I can.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, it's like I can complain, but I can also not complain.
Maybe complain a little less.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, hey, you know what? At least I have more slop to watch from Netflix that's like not going to be impactful at all because, reasons.
Oh, slop.
Dude, every single time Netflix has done this like 3 times. They've done this with the Tomb Raider show. Mm-hmm. And they were like, we made a good show, and it was like, no, it's okay. And then on the other side, they're like, oh well, don't you want to play? What about Devil May Cry? And now I see what happened with Devil May Cry, and they're like, what the fuck? I have questions.
Don't you want to play the Cry of Devils?
Yeah. Not really.
No.
No. So, yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna think of something. I was gonna go back topicless and go, wait, did I post something?
No, you didn't.
Darn it. Oh, actually, you know what I could talk about is the clicker games I have going on.
Sure.
Basically, it's not clicker games, idle games. I have 2 of them.
Just as bad?
I have 2 of them going on.
Oh my god.
So, the second one...
One of them's our Mellows butt slappers.
Yep, that's the other one. That's not even an idle. That one you actively have to click the butts.
No, you don't.
Well, at least you wait long enough, then you don't have to click the butts. But one of them is I have to find my Steam list. Rusty's Retirement. And again, the funny thing about a lot of these idle games, they just sit in the background of your computer space.
Yeah.
So they're just working along, doing their thing, making whatever, or fixing your garden, or what have you. And you're like, well, I got a PDF to work on, and you're working on that PDF, and then you're like, oh yeah, how are my workers doing? And they're like, workers are doing fine. They're all getting getting the groceries, getting the bullshit you need, and then you're like, I can get more upgrades and whatnot, and then you go back to your PDF, and then slather, rinse, repeat. Which is like, I've been kind of finding it like kind of soothing to a point of like, I kind of dig this, like having a mini game in the background, just not even taking up that much resources just to, just go through it and be like, have something in the background and then go back to it once in a while, and it's like, yeah, nothing hard to keep up with, nothing absurd. It was just nice, chill, and something that's just cute to look at, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I have another idle game as well. Ropuka's Idle Island. Mm-hmm. It is also the same idea of like you're just let it sit in the background, let it do its thing, and then once in a while upgrade a little bit, and then go back to what you're doing. I like Rusty's more, simply because you can just there's a little more to do, and a little more things to upgrade, and a little more things to pay attention to. And so it's definitely a little more video game aspect of it. Other than that, it is still an idle game. You still have to, let it work, and then eventually come back to it and go, look at all my fat resources I could spend on these upgrades, and lather, rinse, and repeat.
I have so many things. Don't you think I have so many things? Yeah,
so many things I have.
Yes.
There's so many things. Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I can't wait to get more things.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing that we need.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that podcast?
Maybe.
Cool. I think we're going to stop recording, and I'm going to tell Josh something, and I'm going to say, and then Josh is going to be like, "You're fucking retarded."
You're fucking retarded.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Black My Games podcast. You can listen to us every Thursday on blackmygames.podbean.com. You can subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice. Have a good night, man. Bye.
Under neon lights, the hype is blinding. Plastic dreams is next, they keep rewinding. They sell us nostalgia, boxed and overpriced. Connection, same game, new device. Innovation's grave, buried deep in gold. They preach to fans with stories old and sold. In the shadows of the sand, the players see the game. A war of brands and profits, it's always just the same. Controllers raised, but freedom's lost today. The joy is gone and truth led far astray. Now Nintendo joins the dance, once bold, now tame. Chasing Sony's path, just playing the same game. Locked behind a paywall, features from the past. We buy it once, now buy it twice, and fast. Innovation's great, buried deep in gold. They preach to fans with stories old and sold. In the shadows of the Samsung, the players see the game. A war of brands and profits, it's always just the same. Controllers raised, but freedom's lost today. The joy is gone and truth led far astray. We are the fans, the loyal, the played. In the land of fun, we're endlessly betrayed. Rise from your seats, let your wallet speak. Demand a world where devs can still pay free. Day one patches, 70 lives. Pre-orders change your hollow cries. Rise up, revolt, break the corporate class. Gaming was the joy, not for profits amassed. Shadows of the Samsung, the players see the game. A war of brands and profits, it's always just the same. Controllers raised, but freedom's lost today. The joy is gone and truth led far astray. As the noise dies down, we'll take back our play. From the ruins of greed, we'll find a better way. No more shadows, no more spin. Let the indie hearts and gamers win. Watch it like dice, bitch! We'll cut the fake, the law of the play. From the ruins of greed, we'll find a better way. No more shadows, no more spin. Let the indie hearts and gamers win. Wow! And the Murray couldn't Troyo when Lloyd thanks Bowie to find a better way. No more shadows, no more spin. Let the indie hearts and gamers win.
Now it's open.
Yeah. Shall we sync and start the show?
Sure.
We have some topics to talk about.
I guess we have topics to talk about.
Well, we have we have to sync. So sync in 3, 2, 1.